The world of football was shaken to its core on January 21, 2019. Emiliano Sala, a talented Argentine striker, had just signed with Cardiff City in what was supposed to be a life-changing move for his career. The transfer brought immense excitement, with Sala poised to make a significant impact in the Premier League. But what should have been a joyous journey turned into a tragedy that left the football community in mourning. Sala had spent his career building a reputation as a hard-working and skilled striker. His performances for FC Nantes in France had earned him the respect of fans and clubs alike, culminating in a £15 million transfer to Cardiff City. It was the biggest move of his career, a moment of triumph for the player and his family. Yet, beneath the surface, there were troubling signs surrounding the logistics of his transfer. On that fateful day, Sala boarded a private plane, a Piper PA-46 Malibu, to travel from Nantes to Cardiff. The aircraft was chartered for this specific journey, but it was far from a standard commercial flight. Questions about the plane's airworthiness and the qualifications of the pilot, David Ibbotson, would later emerge, painting a grim picture of negligence and oversight. The flight itself began under poor conditions. Reports indicate that the weather was less than ideal, with strong winds and limited visibility. The single-engine aircraft, though capable, was not designed for the challenging conditions it faced that evening. Sala, who was reportedly nervous about the journey, sent WhatsApp voice messages to friends, expressing his concerns about the plane. In one chilling message, Sala mentioned hearing strange noises from the aircraft and jokingly said, "I'm on a plane that looks like it's going to fall apart." These words, though meant lightly at the time, would later haunt those who listened to them. As the plane flew over the English Channel, it began to experience difficulties. Radar data showed that the aircraft was flying erratically, struggling to maintain altitude. At approximately 8:15 p.m., the plane disappeared from radar, leaving air traffic control and emergency services scrambling to locate it. A massive search operation was launched in the days that followed, involving both official rescue teams and private efforts funded by Sala's family and the football community. For days, there was no sign of the plane, leaving Sala's loved ones and fans in agonizing uncertainty. On February 3, 2019, the wreckage of the aircraft was discovered on the seabed of the English Channel, nearly 220 feet below the surface. Tragically, Sala's body was recovered from the wreckage, while the pilot, David Ibbotson, was never found. The discovery confirmed the worst fears of his family, teammates, and fans around the world. The investigation into the crash revealed a series of alarming details. The Air Accidents Investigation Branch, AIB, found that the aircraft had been operating illegally. The pilot, David Ibbotson, was not licensed to conduct commercial flights or fly at night. Additionally, the plane itself was not authorized for the type of journey it was undertaking. The report also highlighted a critical failure. The cockpit had been filled with carbon monoxide, likely due to a leak in the exhaust system. This toxic gas would have impaired the judgment and abilities of both the pilot and Sala, contributing to the crash. The tragic irony is that this was a preventable disaster, one caused by poor decisions, regulatory failures, and a lack of oversight. Sala's death sent shockwaves through the football world. Tributes poured in from across the globe, with fans, players, and clubs mourning the loss of a promising talent. In Argentina, Sala's hometown of Progreso honored him as a local hero, while Nantes and Cardiff City paid their respects in deeply emotional ways. The tragedy also sparked a broader conversation about the treatment of players during transfers. Sala's flight was arranged through informal channels, raising questions about how professional football clubs handle the well-being of their players during such critical moments. Critics argued that the incident exposed a lack of accountability in the system, where financial interests often outweigh safety considerations. For Sala's family, the loss was immeasurable. His sister, Romina, became a vocal advocate for justice, demanding accountability for the circumstances that led to the crash. Over time, legal battles ensued, with disputes over financial settlements and liability continuing to make headlines. Even years later, the legacy of Emiliano Sala is one of heartbreak and unfulfilled potential. His story serves as a cautionary tale. a reminder of the human cost of negligence and the importance of safeguarding the lives of athletes who inspire millions. As we remember Emiliano Sala, we honor not only his achievements on the pitch, but also the person he was off it, a humble, hard-working individual who dreamed of making his mark in the football world. His death may have been a tragedy, but his memory lives on in the hearts of those who loved and admired him. The football community continues to rally around the Sala family, with calls for stricter regulations and greater accountability in the sport. It is a somber reminder that, behind the glamour and excitement of professional football, the lives and safety of players must always come first. Thank you for listening to this heartbreaking story. Let us keep Emiliano Sala and his family in our thoughts, and may his memory inspire meaningful change to prevent such tragedies in the future.